In the last video, we read about the importance of communication in the digital world too. The writer focuses on not losing the human perspective in the inhuman world of technology. He focuses on investing on people, not as much on machines. Machines without humans are useless. Resist the standard sales pitch for new technology. This sales pitch, which is found in every part of the world, plays on your fears of being left behind by technological change. It treats all of your experience and common sense as obsolete things of the past and invites you to release your grip on the past by buying lots of technology. Unless you have a coherent plan that builds on your experience and common sense. However, buying a lot of machinery will not save you from being left behind. He asks all of us to not give in to the marketing gimmicks and buy technology which might not be of any use. The sales gimmicks make you feel left out and inferior. But don't give in, he says. Technology is useful when you have a proper plan of using it. Hoarding it will not make you updated. You can still be left behind or be a novice in the field of ever-evolving technology. Do not spend vast sums of money to buy machinery that you are going to set down on top of existing dysfunctional institutions. The internet, for example, will not fix your schools. Perhaps the internet can be part of a much larger and more complicated plan for fixing your schools, but simply installing an internet connection will almost surely be a waste of money. He gives practical suggestions and not be carried away. Updated technology can be effective if it is put to good use with proper understanding and implementation. Focus on developing people, not machinery. Learning how to use the internet is primarily a matter of institutional arrangements, not technical skills. Therefore, invite proposals for demonstration projects that enable your institutions to learn how to use the machinery. Once the institutions are ready to digest larger amounts of machinery, the machinery will be cheaper. Training more and more people to use machinery is the key to technological success. The more people of an institution can use it, the more effectively they will be able to use it, and machinery in the long run will be much cheaper. Build an internet civil society. Find those people in every sector of society that want to use the internet for positive social purposes, introduce them to one another, and connect them to their counterparts in other countries around the world. Numerous organizations in other countries can help with this. A healthy civil society has long been held as vital to a healthy democracy. The writer is suggesting to bring together people with positive purpose on the platform of internet from every corner of the world for a larger social purpose to bring about peace and harmony and bridge the economic divide. Electronic mail is more important than technologies such as the World Wide Web that employ sophisticated graphics. You can get most of the social benefit of the internet with low technology that works entirely with text without foreclosing the possibility of upgrading the technology later on. Electronic mail does require literacy, but the benefits of electronic correspondence also provide a powerful motivation to acquire literacy skills. The writer Philip Agre focuses on connecting through emails, which does not need a lot of sophisticated technology and is far more effective in corresponding and getting the work done. This itself is a big enough motivator to acquire literacy skills. Literacy skills means reading and writing skills. Conduct extensive structured analysis of the technical and cultural environment. Include the people whose work will actually be affected. A shared analytical process will help envision how the technology will fit into the whole way of life around it, and the technology will have a greater chance of actually being used. He suggests us to research and analyze the technical and cultural atmosphere to incorporate people who will have a direct impact of technology in their lives. In this way, we will be able to use technology to its full potential and actually will make life easier. Identify existing practices for sharing information and building social networks and experiment using the internet and allied technologies to amplify them. As they say, old habits die hard. Mr. Agre asks us to find out all the traditional means of sharing information and building social networks. Then use the internet to make the traditional concepts more effective. Don't disturb the technology randomly. Electronic mail is useless unless the people you want to communicate with are also online, and people will not read their emails unless they want to. Therefore, you should focus your effort on particular communities starting with the communities that have a strong sense of identity, a good record of sharing information, and a collective motivation to get online. He gives practical suggestions to make electronic communication more effective. Work with those people first who are open to change and willing to cooperate. Cooperation with those people who have a habit of sharing. This is how technology will get a kickstart. For children, practical experience in organizing complicated social events, for example, theatre productions, is more important than computer skills. The internet can be a powerful tool for education if it is integrated into a coherent pedagogy. But someone who has experience with the social skills of organizing will immediately comprehend the purpose of the internet and will readily acquire the technical skills when the time comes. With the example of children, he says technology can be used powerfully and intensively in education if we keep in mind the interests of children. Education through technology should not be stressful. People with social skills will be quick to use technology to suit their purpose. Machinery does not reform society, repair institutions, build social networks, or produce a democratic culture. People must do those things, and the internet is simply one tool among many. Find talented people and give them the tools they need. When they do right things, contribute to your society's internet culture by publicizing their ideas. The most important thing, which we should never forget, is machinery itself is nothing. It does not work by itself. Society is made up of people, not machines. People work to reform society, build relations, or produce a harmonious environment. Internet is one of the many tools to get things done faster and involve more and more people like never before. So bring about a positive change. We should engage talented people and give them the tool of internet to spread their ideas and achieve the previously thought of impossible things. We must encourage them and promote them publicly so that they are recognized and heard, taken seriously, and keep themselves motivated.